friends, welcome back to Akhila's Book Nook. Today, I'll be sharing with you a short act-wise summary of one of the most popular plays written by Arthur Miller, All My Sons. I would like to share with you that today's topic was suggested to me by one of the followers of this channel, P. Revati, who is a second year student of BA English Literature of MNC College, Marthandam, Tamil Nadu. So friends, if you also have similar suggestions, you can share with me in the comment section below. So now let's start with today's explanation. Arthur Miller was an American playwright and essayist of the 20th century. All My Sons is one of the most popular plays written by him.
Death of a Salesman, The Crucible, and A View from the Bridge are some other plays written by him that garnered a lot of attention worldwide.
All My Sons, which was written in the year 1947, was adapted for screen in 1948. It's a touching three-act play about a man named Joe Keller who adopts unethical ways to provide maximum financial stability to his sons, but ends up destroying not just his own family, but many families in the process.
The characters in the play are Joe Keller, Kate Keller, Chris Keller, Ann Dewar, George Dewar, Dr. Jim Bayliss, Sue Bayliss, Frank Luby, Lydia Luby, and Bert. Round characters are those whose lives goes through many ups and downs, and hence they are central to the plot and are also known as major characters. Whereas flat characters are those whose lives don't go through many changes and ups and downs, and hence they are not that significant and are also known as minor characters. The major characters in the play are the Kellers and Dewars, the Keller family and the Dewar family. Joe and Kate Keller are husband and wife. They have two sons, Chris Keller and Larry Keller. Larry has been missing for 3 years ever since his plane crashed during the war. At the time of his disappearance, Larry was in love with Ann Dewar, who is the daughter of Steve Dewar. Steve Dewar was Joe Keller's business partner. Now Chris, the brother of Larry, is dating Ann and he proposes to Ann during the play. Next is Steve Dewar. He has 2 children, George and Ann. Steve is currently in jail since he took the entire blame for the faulty airplane parts that Joe Keller knowingly delivered to the military, which later led to the accident and death of many soldiers. George is angry at the Kellers as he believes that they are responsible for destroying his family because it was Joe Keller who was primarily responsible for that accident, but Anne loves Chris and wants to marry him. The minor characters in the play are several of the neighbors of the Kellers. Frank Luby is a neighbor and proficient in astrology. He helps Kate by researching Larry's horoscope for the day he went missing to find out if he is still alive. Next is Lydia Luby, who is Frank's wife and George Dewar's ex-girlfriend. Due to her belief on Luby's assumption that Larry is not dead, Kate Keller still believes that his son is alive. Next in the list is Bayliss couple, Jim Bayliss and Sue Bayliss. They are Keller's neighbors. Jim Bayliss is a doctor. He is friends with Chris because they both served in the military together. He and his wife Sue live in the house that the Dewars used to live in. Sue Bayliss is Jim's wife. She tells Anne, the fiancée of Chris, that everyone in the neighborhood blames Joe for the loss of the pilots who died due to faulty engine parts. Next is Bert, and he is an 8-year-old boy who lives down the street. He plays games with Joe, and Joe has made Bert a deputy and told him that his house has a prison in the basement. Bert is always curious to see this prison.
Now let's look into the act-wise summary of the play. Let's start with Act 1.
As I discussed before, the play is divided into 3 parts. Act 1 introduced the major characters Kate and Joe Keller and their 2 sons Larry and Chris. Larry has been missing for 3 years during the play, ever since his plane crashed in the war. Kate believes that her son Larry is still alive and asks one of her neighbors, Frank Luby, to check Larry's horoscope. Larry's brother Chris is totally convinced that his brother Larry is no more and hence proposes Larry's ex fiancee Anne Dever for marriage. Kate refuses this relationship due to her firm belief in the fact that Larry is still alive. It is revealed in the act that Anne's father, Steve Dever, who is currently in jail, is responsible for Larry's death as he was involved in selling the damaged parts to Air Force. Many planes crashed due to these faulty pieces of equipment. But Steve was not alone, and he was working with Chris' father, Joe Keller, who is not convinced of his involvement in this crime. Instead of accepting the fact of her father's actions to be responsible for Larry's death, Chris does not blame her and is deeply in love with her and proposes her for marriage. It is very important to note that the name of the town where the play is set is never revealed in the entire play, as Miller wanted to portray the town as a place situated anywhere in the United States. This was because all the towns and cities were equally affected and devastated by the Second World War, and the play was written 2 years after the end of the Second World War.
Now let's look into the explanation of Act 2.
Kate warns Chris that the Dever family hates the Keller family and Anne might hate them too. On the porch, Anne is greeted by Sue, the next door neighbor of Devers who occupies their old house. Sue's husband is a doctor by profession and is unsatisfied with his career, and inspired by Chris, he wants to give up his medical practice to pursue medical research. But according to Sue, it is an impractical choice for a family man as it does not fetch as good money as a doctor's full-time practice can fetch. Sue doesn't like Chris and his father Joe's inflated sense of self-importance and discusses with Anne about his involvement in the plane crash case and how he avoided getting imprisoned for the same. Later, Chris assures Anne that his father is innocent by saying that he was sick and bedridden when the faulty airplane parts were shipped out. Things take a more serious turn when Anne's brother George arrives after his return from meeting his father in the prison. George believes that Joe Keller is equally responsible for the mishap. He wants Anne to break off her engagement with Chris and return to New York. At Anne's insistence, George leaves angrily, learning that she plans to remain engaged to Chris even after knowing all this. Chris and his mother Kate discuss Larry's death. Chris declares that his brother is died during the war and wants his mother to accept, but deep down she holds Joe responsible for all this, which is revealed when she says, God does not let a son be killed by his father. Hence, revealing the fact that if Larry is dead, then the blood is on Joe Keller's hands. Once Chris comprehends this, he accuses his father, and Joe justifies that he did this for his family, which further infuriates Chris.
Now let's look into the explanation of the final act of the play, Act 3.
Act 3 is the final act of the play, and now since the truth of Joe's involvement in the accident has been revealed, Act 3 focuses on the choices of the characters. It's the middle of the night. Kate is out in the yard and Chris is missing. Jim confesses to Kate that he has always known that Joe is guilty. He reassures her not to worry as Chris will come back. Jim offers help and says he can go to look for Chris, which upsets Joe, seeing Jim in his business. Kate, who is annoyed with her husband, tells him that if Chris comes back, Joe should offer to turn himself in. Joe is shocked to know that his family, who wanted money and for whom he made money, is now against him. Kate explains that for Chris, there's something bigger than the family, as he's a very idealistic man. Joe can't understand that perspective. He is defined by his family. Anne has her own agenda. She doesn't want to do anything about Joe's guilt, but she demands that Kate admit to Chris that Larry is dead so that he can get over Larry's death and they both can get married, for which Kate refuses. This infuriates Anne and she is left over with no choice but to show them the last letter which Larry wrote to her. Chris comes back and apologizes to Anne for being a coward and for suspecting his father and doing nothing about it. He wants to put him in jail now, but doesn't feel like he can. Anne tries to comfort Chris. She says that she doesn't expect him to do anything about Joe, but in reality, she does. Joe continues to defend himself and gives Larry's letter to Chris, which he reads aloud. In it, Larry confesses that he plans to kill himself because of his father's guilt. After listening this, Joe says that he'll turn himself in and goes inside. Kate still wants Chris to give it up, but he wants to go through it with it just to teach them that they have to understand there are wider consequences for their actions. A gunshot is heard inside. Chris goes to check, then comes back out. Joe has killed himself. Kate tells him to not blame himself. The title of the play, All My Sons, has been taken from the last words of Joe Keller, who is the tragic character in the play. Larry's death opened the inner eyes of Joe Keller to the truth that all those dead pilots were his sons. Thus, Joe Keller accepts that they were all my sons. Thus, Larry's death made Joe Keller learn his social responsibility.
So friends, I hope you would have liked today's video. Don't forget to share your feedback and suggestions in the comment section below. We'll meet you soon. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye-bye.